what, guy? I was the Avengers versus X-Men launch party, and it got me to thinking, if you were a character from a comic book, which female superhero would you date?
Oh, I think I'll choose Rogue from X-Men.
Rogue, yeah.
Yeah. I think I like tough girls, you know, those strong personalities.
Yeah, but every time she'd kiss you, you'd forget about it, so it'd be useless. You'd forget all about the whole thing. You'd forget the whole thing. For me, I think, you know, the ideal one would be probably Wonder Woman.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
Wonder Woman, think about it, you know, she's an Amazon, she can do all the chores at home, and but the only problem is she has that lasso, right? Lasso. And she'd be able to tell if you're lying.
Really?
Yeah, so basically if you're like cheating on her, she'd find out, you know, it's like, lasso you and go, okay, were you cheating on me? You'd be screwed. That'd be it, right? And you'd be with the fishes with Aquaman.
But that's a good choice. That's a good choice.
Welcome back to the Cosplay Show. Hope everyone had a great Holy Week vacation. You know what I did for Holy Week?
What?
I went up to Tagaytay and it was so hot, it felt more like a bake-cation than a vacation. So Guy, what did you do over break?
Well, I was in Laguna and I had this time to read my comic book collection.
Wow.
And speaking of comic books, a few weeks ago, we have this Taccom 6.
Yeah, Taccom 6.
Yes, and there are lots of cosplayers cosplay the comic book characters.
Yes. Oh.
And fortunately for us, we have a video of that catwalk.
Okay, let's take a look.
Oh, look, that's Herbert. Wow.
Yes, Superman. Wait, he's Clark Kent right now.
Yes, Clark Kent.
Yeah. He's looking for the phone booth.
Yeah.
There you go. There's a phone booth here. Nope.
I wish he had brought a phone
okay.
booth. Phone booth. Phone booth. Phone booth. Oh, there you go. Look at the tabs.
I really like these poses, like the way he does the movements. It really looks like, you know, he's the character.
Yes.
You know?
So simple yet there's you know.
He projects really well.
Yes.
There you go. But he always speaks in Tagalog. You know this. He doesn't speak in English.
Because he's Pinoy Superman. That's the Filipino version of Superman.
Definitely.
And wow, look at the tarpaulin. Very nice. Oh look, what was that?
Is it a penguin?
No, I think that's the beak.
From where? Oh, Phineas and Ferb.
Oh, okay.
Phineas and Ferb, the cartoon.
Okay.
Right?
Wow. No,
what is he doing? Oh, okay. I think he's talking. He has a speech prepared. I think he's one of the characters that...
Is it really an armored bird or something?
I think he's one of the characters in the show that's imaginary.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have Perry the Platypus and all those characters. He's one of those characters.
I know this guy.
He's a very, very popular character here in the Philippines.
Master Pogi.
Master Pogi. Known in the original Dragon Ball Z as Mr. Satan.
Oh, really?
But they, you know, here in the Philippines, it's a very religious country, so they changed the name from Mr. Satan to Master Pogi.
And that guy, that cosplayer, is really good in cosplaying that character.
Yeah, and he's really good at interacting with the crowd because he can really get the crowd involved in his performances.
He won several times with that costume.
Yes.
He's really good.
Yes, so it's really, really simple. You know, this is a very, very simple character, but he has the charisma, you know, and he does, and he has the voice.
Yes. And he's really a funny guy.
Look. That's, I think this is from the Gray Man.
She looks like a flower. That's what's the name of that character?
I think it's
Grave of Maria.
Yeah, I think it's Grave of Maria.
Grave of Maria.
Yeah, I think it's one of the personas of one of the generals during the show. Yeah, so it's one of the characters actually that sings, and she did a very, very good job singing. She had a very operatic type voice, so she showed it off during her performance. It was a great
That's why she won.
Yes. Yeah, she won Best Female.
She deserves it.
Mhm.
She's good. And the next... Whoa, look at that. Star Wars!
This is General Grievous.
Wow. Who's that cosplayer?
I think it was our guest for the first episode.
Oh, Don Robert.
Yes.
Guy's good.
Mhm.
Look
And
at that.
I like the way, look at how it blends into the background. If you notice, those are not his real feet.
Oh, okay.
He's wearing a robe in the back, and it blends into his cloak.
And where's his head? Where's Don Robert's head?
It's over there in the neck portion.
Ah, okay, in the neck portion. And oh, look at that.
Yes.
So this guy is good.
It's a very, very creative way of doing it. So that's a great idea for making characters like that. If you notice, the legs seem like they're very, very long, and then they're very angled. The way they do that is basically, it's just attached to the ankles and attached to the upper thigh, and then it moves with the person. So it's a very, very creative costume.
So if you were there at Taccom 6, you would have seen this Star Wars characters.
Yes, yes.
One of
And
them-
many, many more.
Yes.
I think we had almost 100 characters.
Really?
Yes.
And the next, oh, look at that. I think this is from the animation,
The Last Airbender.
Avatar.
Yeah.
Avatar.
Because when you think Avatar, you're thinking, you know,
Movie.
James Cameron. Yeah. Well, Avatar: The Last Airbender also had a movie, a live-action movie called The Last Airbender.
The Last Airbender.
So, but James Cameron got to Avatar first. So, but this is actually two of the people from the Fire. I think it's for the Fire Clan,
oh,
right?
Okay.
So Fire Nation. There you go, Fire Nation, and that's Zuko and Azula.
Oh, okay, okay. Let's look at another one. Hey, that's awarding.
Yes, that's the awarding. Oh, if you see, I think this is where they announced
The
that
winners.
General Grievous was one of the winners. That's the best meal. And that really good-looking guy over there with the mic, I don't know
That's
his
you,
name.
That's you. And we have a grave of Maria,
Yes.
General Grievous.
Grievous.
And there's, I think that's Sabelle, the Star Wars character, the blue one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the blue one.
Yeah, he had a really impressive costume also, especially for kids. Kids these days, you know, you can't count them out.
Okay.
They don't depend on just being cute. They have a lot of ability also in carrying their
Hey,
character.
look, there's a little guy in there who's holding a helmet. Blue
That's
helmet.
the best kid. That's what I was
Okay,
talking about.
okay,
Yeah.
wow. And there's this general.
That's
The military
Captain Rex.
guy.
Captain Rex.
Captain Rex.
Yes,
And there's another general in there.
Yes, and I think they're there to support General Grievous on his victory. So he brought the entire cast with him onto the stage, and I think it was a great way of really showing support for the cosplayers.
So Taccom 6 is really a successful event.
Yes, and we got a lot of great items, and you could get really great deals there on toys. So let's take a look at some of the haul I had during that day. Let's
You
take
got
a look.
some toys.
Yes,
right?
I got some toys, and here's one of them.
Wow. Look at this, guys.
Here you go.
Is that your Christmas gift?
This is one of the deals I got from Taccom 6, and this is Optimus Prime.
Whoa.
And this is a custom. So there's only one of this, and take a look. Okay,
it talks. Now that
there you go.
good.
Yeah.
That's good.
So it's a custom paint job. It has lots of custom paints.
I like the details.
Yes,
man.
and they have
Really
great
detailed.
details. Take a look at it.
Wow.
Going
good,
around.
man. Okay, the question is, how much did you want?
Okay. This you will not believe. I ended up getting this for only 3,000 pesos.
Come on.
Yes, 3,000
3,000,
pesos.
that's only 3,000?
Yes, and I see this usually when you see this kind of custom job, it costs around 10,000. But during that day only, I was able to haggle it down, from that big number down to 3,000 bucks.
Wow.
Yes, so that's a great deal. So remember, a trick when you go into these conventions, stay till the very end. When they're about to go home, you tell them, oh wait, I'm kind of interested in it, but I don't know if I have enough money, and you can get some really awesome deals. And here's another one.
Well, I like this one. This is really, really cool.
And this is really, really significant because we're
Wow.
coming out with the Avengers movie soon. This is a bust from, of course, the Incredible Hulk. And out of all the different busts I saw during the event, I think this was the one that really got his character. You know, he has that look, and if you can see, you can even see all the details and the ridges of the skin, and then you can even see the veins popping out. So this is one of the better.
Is this locally made or imported?
This is locally made.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
this was made by Jun Asilo.
Oh,
Yes, so
wow.
it's a really nice sculpt, and it's one of the best things I've seen during the convention.
Okay, are you going to tell us how much you cost for this?
Well, original price of something like this is around 2,500 pesos. But the owner gave it to me for much less.
Oh.
I'm not allowed to say exactly how much, but safe to say around half of the original price.
So for sure, you got this from us at Taccom.
Yes.
So it really pays to visit those conventions.
Yes, it's really pays to visit the conventions, take a look around, and try to find really good deals, because you can find them. Because, you know, people don't want to take this back home. You know, there were a lot of these, so they didn't want to take it home. You know, last minute, just come in, swoop in, and go for the kill, and grab some huge deals.
Now the big question is, where are you going to put this? In your gate?
Actually, I put it on top of my. It won't fit in my glass case, so I put it on top of the glass case. It looks really nice, actually.
Really?
Yes. And then when you're looking at it, you're all, you know, if you have a guest over, it's like a warning: do not mess with the glass case, because I have all my other toys and collectibles in there. And this is my guard dog.
Really?
Yeah. No, but for cosplayers, you know, it's also a great idea, because now I can take a look at this and use this as a reference when I'm making a costume. So
Really?
it's a good idea.
Very good.
Mhm.
And
Okay, well, stay tuned, because after the break, we will speak with our special guest, Miss Monette, and we'll talk all about comic book heroes.
yes.
So stay tuned. We'll be right back after this. Welcome once again to the Cosplay Show, where the comic book characters come in 3 dimensions. Once again, I'm Pablo Byron.
And I'm Guy Simpson, and today we are going to talk about cosplaying comic book characters. And our special guest for this episode is an avid cosplayer who makes her own costumes.
Wow.
And so, let's welcome Miss Monette Salas!
Yay!
Hello everyone, thank you for inviting me. It's such an honor, thank you.
Well, for those of you who don't know Monette, Monette has cosplayed several comic book characters, such as the Black Cat, Black Widow, and most recently, of course, Wonder Woman. In addition to other genre costumes, for instance, from characters from Lineage 2, Sucker Punch, and Final Fantasy.
So, let me ask Monette, how different is cosplaying characters from comic books as opposed to characters from video games or movies?
Well, if you're going to compare them with what they're wearing, costumes from games such as Lineage 2, Granada Espada, or level up games like Ragnarok, their costumes are very detailed and very intricate and totally different. Especially their weapons, it's totally different from the comic book weapons and also the movie weapons. And like, for example, if you're going to compare them with comic book characters or movie characters, if you're just going to wear like a black full body suit and just bring a gun and then you're Black Widow, and like, for example, comic book character like Wonder Woman, you just take a red cloth, blue cloth, and gold cloth, and then bam, you're Wonder Woman.
So you don't have to do the spinning thing.
Yes.
Okay, well, let's imagine you're a character from a comic book world, and which character or which superhero do you think you'd like to end up having a relationship with?
Well, I really like Batman.
Batman, the Dark Knight.
Yes, the Dark Knight.
Batman.
Yes, because, well, I like characters that are very mysterious and yes, very dark.
Does it have anything to do with this, you know, the Christian Bale Batman voice, the "I'm the Batman"? Does that work for you? Does that like make you, you know,
Macho boys.
yeah, make you romantic? You know?
Well, yes, I like the voice, and well, also he's rich.
Oh, that helps.
The guy has wheels now.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you really think? So you think it's more of what really attracts you to that kind of character?
Well, I also have another character in mind. Well, it's Spawn.
Oh!
Well, not Spawn Mandarin, but Al
Close, but
Simmons.
no cigar.
Yes, but Al Simmons. He's also like the dark guy, and I like the attitude and the character.
But what's with the dark, brooding, superheroes that really attracts girls? I never really got that. Does it work when I come over to a date and like, hi, I'm here to take your energy. You will come with me, or else. Does that really, like, wow, you're so cool.
Well, most women like me, they like guys that are very mysterious. Like you don't know what it's really inside. But when you found out that when you talk to them, you found out that they're loners and they're like really lonely and just want to be with them, cuddle them, something like that.
Okay.
They're not available at night. They have work.
Yeah, but look at it this way. At least she has the girls' night out.
Oh, okay.
And I don't think she's gonna get jealous,
Oh man. And Al Simmons will probably dump her because Al Simmons is too in love with her girlfriend.
I thought it was more. You were gonna say, well, he's gonna dump him because she's mine. I thought you had a relationship with Spawn there for a minute. Anyway, let's take a look at your past cosplays and maybe you could tell us something about each individual costume. Okay, this is from Tron, right?
Yes.
The Tron, the remake,
Yes.
remake movie.
So, how did you make those lines, those white lines? Oh, I think it's silver.
Well, it's made up of like the stickers that you use on motorcycles and cars.
Oh, they're reflector stickers,
Yes.
right?
That's
Okay. And
They're used
We just
mostly.
stick them on the black suit.
Yeah, so they work really well if you have a flash.
Yes.
Because they blow up.
Yeah.
So it's a very
It's
nice
more
effect.
dramatic. And another thing about this costume is that what makes it more detailed is the wig. Because
okay.
I have a long wig and then I cut it. Because the main character in Tron, the one that I'm cosplaying, is she have a very not symmetrical bangs and the hair is like short. And as you can see, my hair is long. So
Okay,
just
so
to
you
make
don't
it
want
more
to cut it.
No. Yes.
so this is more accurate.
Yes.
Okay, let's look at another picture. Oh, I know this movie.
This is from, I think, Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch.
Yeah.
That's right.
And who's this character?
It's Sweet Pea,
Oh.
the only one who
Survived.
Oh, spoiler, spoiler alert.
Sorry.
There are actually people who haven't watched this movie yet, and we just
okay.
spoiled it for them.
Sorry. And what about that armor? Is that real metal?
Oh, it's made out of rubber sheets.
Oh,
And
okay.
my boyfriend made it for me.
How do you make the rounded edges though? The parts where it looks like it's tubing?
Oh yes, you cut it in some parts and just like glue it together.
Oh, so that's also rubber. It's
Yes,
not
yes.
like a.
Okay. Now let's look at another picture. I know this picture. This is the first time I saw Monette. That was an event in Mall of Asia.
Yeah, Mall of
Was
Asia
2008.
the music hall.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. And Monette, the other person I met sa event is Pablo.
Oh.
Yes.
So
I've
Wow, you
also
must have
seen
been
him
really
there.
lucky.
I was lucky because I met Monette, but when I met you, well,
Well,
You
your
were-
luck ran out.
that's it. Okay.
And you were holding a big
Yeah.
saw.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
And how did you? What's the wing?
Yeah, I noticed the wing is a little different. It looks like some cloth or some
Oh,
kind
it's made up of pieces of papers that I cut out. Bond paper, actually.
Wow, that's actually a very creative way of doing things.
Yes,
Yeah.
and very cost efficient.
But it must be very tedious, to cut out all the individual
yes, I
pieces.
cut them per piece, different shapes, and like the one below is bigger feathers, and above is smaller.
Oh, how long did it take you to make that?
1 week.
Just the wings?
Not really the
The whole costume. Okay.
Okay. So let's look at another picture. Wow.
Wow. This is more of a armored
Batgirl?
Well, it's Kamen Rider Femme.
Okay.
I don't think it's Batgirl. I mean, Batgirl is all in the middle of the night. You see a white thing there. I don't think it's hard to see. So it's like Batman coming in like in white spandex.
So that's a Kamen Rider character.
Yes, Kamen Rider Femme. It's the first female Kamen Rider.
Wow.
The character is actually based from Swan.
Oh, okay.
That's why the helmet is like that.
So Kamen Riders comes with those characters that have animal theme.
Yes, this one.
And they're very.
strong.
And this one is actually very, very intricate. You look at the visor.
Yes.
That's not very easy to do. So and how did you go about making this kind of costume?
Well, it was made for me by a friend.
Oh.
And I'm not going to tell his name because he told me not to tell.
Secret.
It's a secret.
Secret. Really looks good.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. Next one. Wow, this one is one of the costumes in 2010, and I think it's one of the finalists in the Cosplay Costume of the Year awards.
Okay.
And so it's one of the best costumes of that year.
Oh.
And I
One of
think
the
it's,
top 10.
yeah, and it's one of the most detailed costumes.
And those wings, are they real feathers?
Or the
Yes.
paper again? No.
They are feathers, and some people keep asking me how many chickens did you kill to make that feather.
No,
And
they're
I
just a
told
lot.
them-
They're just a lot of naked chickens. We're
Dressed chickens.
Yes.
And wow, a lot of those details.
And oh, the details on the what do you call it? That shield
Yes.
that you have.
It's a shield and also a weapon.
Oh,
So it's two in
How
one.
did you do the designs? Is that a glue gun? Glue gun marks?
Those lines.
Yeah, the lines.
Also with rubber sheets.
Rubber sheets.
Yes.
So this is also from Lineage
Yes.
2.
Lineage
Yes.
2.
Oh.
And it's a transformation of the white one.
Ah,
Also,
okay.
the white one because of that.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's like
Wow.
the-
So you leveled up.
Yes.
Now let's look at
Okay.
another. Oh, this is something.
This is from Marvel Comics, I think. Shout something Daredevil. Something.
Yes.
It's Electra.
Oh yeah, Electra. There you go.
So
Electra.
The comic
what's so
version.
special about this picture?
Well, this is a picture. I was invited for a photo shoot for MCC, Metro Comic Con, year 2009, I guess. And it was taken by the famous Carlo Pagulayan.
Oh,
Yes, he's very famous in drawing Electra.
he's a Marvel artist, right?
Yes.
Marvel artist.
Yes. And the sai, the weapon that I'm holding, is the real sai that was used in the movie.
Oh, so it's a movie prop.
Yes,
It's a
it
movie.
was brought by Carlo Pagulayan.
Which movie? The Daredevil or the Electra?
The Daredevil.
That's good.
Daredevil.
Because I really like Daredevil. I didn't quite like the Electra.
Yes, and that weapon is real steel, so it's very heavy. So while I was posing it, I was like trembling. It's heavy.
Now let's look at another picture.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
And that's Wonder Woman.
I think this is Wonder Woman, but I think this is a different version of Wonder Woman. I've noticed that usually, like, as the superhero ages, they have different versions. They end up with different versions. And this is an interesting version. I haven't seen this before in comic books or movies.
It's actually just released as a toy.
Oh, it's for a
Yes.
toy.
It's an Amigami.
A figure.
It's a picture.
Ah, okay.
Figure.
And actually, they released just 3 versions of Wonder Woman on that toy. So the 2 are a bit more revealing than this one. I chose this one because, as we know, Wonder Woman is an Amazon princess.
Yes.
So this one looks more like an Amazon, like a female Sparta.
Oh, so it
Yes.
really fits her character.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I really love this one.
And it also gives you that vibe that, you know, don't mess with me, I will kick your ass.
Struck you with my sword.
Yeah.
She has
Oh,
a
she
big-
has a sword.
Yes,
She
She
has
has
a
a sword.
big sword and a shield.
So she doesn't have the lasso anymore.
No,
No.
no.
So like she'll cleave you in half, and now we have to tell the truth.
But actually, this one has still the lasso.
Oh, she
Yes.
does. Oh, so
Yes.
she'll tie you up, then chop you in half.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, we've seen some of your costumes, and we're just wondering which one is your favorite out of all of those.
Out of all the costumes I cosplayed, I really love the one with the wings. The
Which one?
black one.
Oh, where she
Yes.
grew the other wing.
Yes,
Maybe she starts off with one wing, right? And
Yes,
then she
that's
evolves.
right. Well, because I love characters with wings, and some people say that it's too sexy and too revealing, but for me it's a piece of art. I really love it.
Well, how do you feel about body stockings? Because like usually, in a way, it's a good idea, I guess, when there's a lot of people around you because you don't want to be too revealing.
Those the skin tone.
Yeah, the skin tone.
Okay.
Body things usually,
yeah.
so that you don't reveal something. It looks like skin, but it doesn't quite have that tone.
Yes.
But I think it's an alternative if you're wearing especially sexy costumes and you don't want to accidentally show something in public. How do you feel about wearing those things?
Well, it's okay for me to wear it, but I want to be like more like the character. Because if you're going to look at the lineage, the character doesn't really wear anything but for some people that are insecure with their bodies, yeah, they wear it. But I'm not. So yeah.
But don't you aren't you get a little bit wary of guys looking at you? Isn't that worrisome?
Not really.
Really?
Yes.
So you keep a friend nearby.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So you're looking too long, pack.
So that's one tip, that if you're planning to wear a sexy costume, it pays to have this chaperone or a friend
Or
bodyguards,
Yeah.
security.
But I'd like to ask Monette, what's the most challenging costume you made? I mean, what's the toughest one to make? And what's the things that makes it so hard?
Oh, well, actually, the one that we saw with the white, also the Kamael.
Oh, the
yes.
level down version.
The level down version.
The one where it's only
Lower
level.
She's actually wearing a wedding gown.
Oh.
Yes, it's a wedding gown. And what's hard about it is that it's my first time to sew a whole gown, and I don't have any sewing machine. So every
by
part of
hand.
it, yes, I sew them by hand. And the patterns are very hard. And yes, everything by hand, so it's hard.
And how long did it
It's
take you to finish?
Like 1 week. 1 week.
And you use
The whole thing, including
Yes,
the
the
wings,
whole
everything.
thing.
And you wore it first time in
Yes.
Mall of Asia?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, let's say you had unlimited resources. Let's say you married Batman.
Oh.
And Batman said, "Okay, here's all the money in the world." What kind of costume would you make? What do you think would be your ultimate cosplay?
Well, a few years ago, there was a thread in Cosplay.ph forum, and the title was, "What is your dream cosplay?" So I wrote there, I like Mystique. Yes,
X-Men.
from X-Men the movie.
Why? What's so challenging about that?
The challenging thing is that look like you're wearing nothing, but you're wearing
okay.
something still.
So you're talking about the movie version?
Yes, the movie
okay, the movie
version.
version, the X-Men movie. Okay.
Most people, I think, do it by body paint. But how would you?
Yes.
Let's say you had unlimited resources. How would you do it? I don't think you would do surgery to make yourself look good.
Yes. Well,
Latex.
I read a few tutorials and watch on YouTube how to make the costume. Well, some of the cosplayers in America use like a silicone-based material, and it's really expensive. Yes, and I wanted to use that.
Let me ask you, Monette. How do you feel about those armored cosplayers? Those mecha cosplays. Is it fair, or when they compete against those cloth-based costumes?
Well, a few years ago, like when I started, and when I was still a con goer, like in 2002, some mecha cosplayers are in advantage because people are still very amazed on what they look like. It's amazing. How do you do that? But nowadays, people are more used to seeing mecha cosplayers.
So it's more common now.
Yes, more common now, and judges are basing costumes on how they fit you, or how you manage to look more like the character and play more like.
Yeah, and perform more like the
Yes,
character.
and it's also another thing is how you show it to people.
Project.
Like if they are
Projection.
amazed with you, and then you're good. But because mecha cosplayers are very, the movements are hard.
Limited movement.
Yes, limited
For me, the hardest thing is, I've cosplayed some mecha costumes, and the hardest thing is you can't see the person's face, so you can't show expression. And that's one way of really communicating to people. If you can have that expression, like even if it's like a half mask or something, you still have that part of your body that you can portray, and that's the hardest thing to do. Is to really show expression when you're in a costume that basically covers 90% of your body.
Cloth-based costumes has still this big advantage.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it has. And plus, the idea that you have the extra mobility, you're able to do, stunts and stuff. So it's very, very important also. And that's one thing that really people have to improve on, I think. People think that, mecha costumes, well, you could just look at the statue. If you're just going to be like that, just be a statue. So that's a very difficult thing. Well, since you're a great fan of Wonder Woman, what version of her would you like to see on the big screen? And what actress do you feel would be right for the role?
Well, I've always been fascinated with Linda Carter. Yes. She's the most famous Wonder Woman actress. And nowadays, I really want to the youngsters, see her in the big screen.
Right. So I think this is like your territory.
Your era. 70s, right?
1970s.
1970s. So you were just getting out of college?
No, I was in high school.
Yeah, high school.
But Linda Carter's I think she's a great actress for that character.
Oh. Well, by the way, since we're talking about Wonder Woman, what actress would you like to cosplay her? Play her during the movie?
I like, Megan Fox.
Oh, Megan Fox from Transformers, right?
Yes.
And also the girl from Gossip Girl.
I think that's your territory again.
I think her name is Leighton Meester.
Leighton Meester.
Yes.
Okay.
And then another one would probably be Mila Kunis.
I know her.
From the girl from that 70s show.
The 70s show.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, I heard that you have some props from, or some costume parts from her Wonder Woman costume. Let's take a look.
Ta-da!
Wow! Okay, here we go.
Yes.
How do you put it on?
Okay, that's
Velcro.
Magic tape. Wow, Wonder Woman with glasses.
Yes.
She's like
So this is made of rubber.
Yes.
Made of rubber. And what kind of paint did you use?
Just a spray paint.
Spray paint.
What brand? Botany or Pilot? Nippon paints?
I'm not sure. My boyfriend
RJ?
did it for me.
There are many types of color gold. So
Yeah, there's different kinds of colors. There's like Duchess gold.
yes.
There's like solid gold. There's sparkle gold. There's pagoda gold.
Yeah.
There's like gold that you get from Batman.
But I like this. The way they painted it is so cool.
Yeah, it has a nice gleam.
Yes. It's really like the figure. Very accurate. Very accurate. And what about this
What's
one?
this?
This her bulletproof. Yes, one that. Ching ching.
Ching 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 ching.
Linda Carter does the real.
Yes.
Yeah. Aside from spinning really fast.
Yeah. And this is also made from rubber.
Yes.
But I see
Layers
there's
of
like
rubbers.
there's also, is this cloth or just rubber?
Just all rubber.
Oh, okay. So how do you make the, what do you call it, the embossed technique?
Yes. Well, if you were going to look inside, it's like a three-layered rubber sheet that you just cut, and then if you can see inside.
It takes lots of
Yes.
patience to make
And
this
time.
kind of.
And still
I
thank
think
you
it's
for my
hard to get.
boyfriend
Whoa.
for making
Whoa.
this for me.
Really inspired to
Yes.
make the costume.
It's a gift again.
Okay.
Oh, finally, what superhero movie are you excited to see the most? We have many superhero movies.
Yeah, coming this
Yes.
year and next year also.
Yes, and I like to also ask Monette, which is better, DC movies or Marvel movies?
Oh, that's gonna be a tough
Oh.
one.
Well, if you're like when I was still little, we have a video rental store, and I actually grew up watching Batman.
It's
So
DC.
yes, it's DC. But if you're a kid and you really can't say that, oh, that's a Marvel, that's a DC. You just say Batman, that's Batman. So for me, it's actually not between the two, because I like them both. So it's hard to choose. And well, I'm looking forward in the Avengers movie.
Avengers,
that
yes.
will be coming this
April 26 or 25.
Oh.
Yes, and also the Batman.
And
The Dark Knight Rises,
The Dark
right?
Knight.
are you
Yes.
going to watch that movie in costume or?
No, in 3D.
In 3D. Okay, now, thank you once again to Monette for being with us today. Clap, clap. Yay! Anything you want to say to your fans?
Well, do you have a fan? Do you have fans? Well, to the people.
Yeah, you have fans. Of course, you have fans.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, thank you again for inviting me here. Thank you. And also, I wanted to thank my boyfriend for making great costumes for me.
Definitely it's not spawn.
Yeah.
Yes. And also to other people who helped me make costumes, and like a friend of mine also, thank you, Wilbert. And that's it, I guess. And to the fans, thank you.
Okay, thank you once again for joining us for this program.
Yay.
And we'll see you again next convention. Right? Okay, thank you very much. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Cosplay Show. I'm Pablo Byron,
And I'm Guy Simpson.
and today we're going to talk about the tools and crafts you need to create your costumes. We have specific tools in mind for this, but of course we have the regular tools, like for instance, the cutter,
Cutter
and the very, very big scissors. That's the manly scissors. You know, so how would you cut your fabric or your rubber depends on this. But we have some special tools for you today also. So imagine like all the problems you have with regular cutters and regular scissors. With scissors, you usually end up with jagged edges, right?
Yeah.
The jagged edges. With cutters, sometimes it's very difficult to cut, especially when you're doing scissors. When you're doing circles, it's very difficult to do that. So we have some specialized tools for you today. And these tools were brought to you by a company in Japan called Olfa. Can we take a look at the first one?
And the first product.
This is a circular cutter by Olfa. And it's available, it's from Japan, but you can find it in certain stores. Or you can order it from the Cosplay.ph store. And it is used primarily for cutting perfect circles. It allows you to cut perfect circles every time. So if you need a circle shape in your design, whether it's cloth or whether it's rubber, you can use that device. Now, how do you use that device?
Alright, this is very easy to use. So, first of all, you have to take this cover.
It's a protective cover,
Yes.
so don't forget to put it back on once you're done.
And depending on the size the size of the circle that you want to cut, yeah,
You can adjust it.
no, you can have a 15 centimeter diameter circle.
Mm.
So you want it small, you just adjust this. There's a measurement in here.
So there's like a
Yes,
ruler.
Yes, ruler type.
Okay.
So all you have to do, this is the rubber, and you just, yeah, and you just, oh wait, let me,
You have to
lock
lock
it.
it.
Lock it.
You have to lock it.
Lock
There
it.
you go.
You need the lock. Yes, yeah, okay. And slowly, just like that, just like a compass.
Oh,
just
just
like
like a
a compass. So
compass,
it's
yeah.
very easy to use. So slowly rotate it to the desired size of the circle, and ta-da!
Just pop it up.
Perfect
Yeah,
circle.
perfect circle. So every time. And the nice thing about it is it allows you to have great consistency. So if you have like a design where you require
Yes.
several, or you can make like, for instance, if you want a design that has a hole in it, you can also do that. So it's nothing's wasted.
You can make smaller circles.
Yeah, you can even make coasters.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's very, very useful. Although it's more expensive than the other competitor cutters, I think it's a better value, and it's a good investment because it comes with extra blades,
Yes.
right? It comes with, I think, 5 extra blades. So if you think about it, if you just if you think about how many cutters you have to buy, instead of just being able to replace the blades, I think it's a very good value.
Yeah.
But, you know, sometimes there's a limit on the size
Yeah.
of the circles you can cut. Can you show them? I
It's
think,
only a 15 centimeter.
yeah, so
circle.
it's a circle about this big.
Yeah.
So what if you need something bigger? You know, what if you want to make a wheel of a car, or you want, you know, a big hole for...
Now there's a perfect circular cutter for that.
Oh, really?
The mother of all circular cutter.
There you go. If you need a really big circle for some reason, you know, like maybe the wheels of a transformer, or something very, very big that you need a circle of, you can have this. And the nice thing about this is it doesn't use like this one. It uses specialized blades. This one uses a regular cutting blade.
Can I take this out?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's easy to take, to insert and
Yes.
take out.
And take out.
Look.
So it's a regular cutter. You know,
Just like the one that I used here.
yes. So you can use that. There's nothing really special you have to buy, and it's something that lets you create perfect circles every single time. It's adjustable like the other one, but it doesn't quite get you as small a circle as the other cutter. So you have to use this in conjunction with that. But it allows you to gives you a variety of items you can use. But in case you need to do the little details, do you have a cutter for that also?
Yes, we have a specialized cutter for that.
Specialized
Now,
cutter.
this looks like a small regular cutter.
Yeah, it looks like your average cutter.
Yeah, but you have to take a look at the blade.
Wow!
See?
It's like a little scalpel.
Yes, scalpel
There you
blade.
go.
Can we call that scalpel blade or something?
It's basically like a little scalpel cutter, and it's a specialized item, especially from Olfa again, and it allows you to, you know, if you need those little details to be cut out, you can use this.
Yes.
Because the point is very, very sharp, so you can cut out the little details you need using this cutter.
I like making those small details in my costume.
Yeah.
I think this is the perfect tool for that kind of job.
Yes, it allows you to make precision cuts, like surgical cuts.
See? So you can compare it to the regular cutter. Well, this is the bigger one, but this is more slanted.
Yes, so you can do like you can cut out like little details that you need.
So this is available in Manila.
It's available, but you have to special order it. The circular cutter, actually, the small one, that's usually more available in several stores. But these other cutters, they're more specialized, so you have to look for them. But you can special order them from Cosplay.ph website.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so look out for that. We will have the product listings, and we'll have even more products at the website. So check out the website to find out what items you can get. Well, that's it for another great episode of the Cosplay Show. Next week we'll be back, and we're going to be talking about Toku heroes and the people who cosplay them.
And we'd like to thank everyone in this production, including our producer Zenith, our marketing guy Henry De Jos, and our technical guy Jason Tapel, and special thanks to our friend Alex Sibu, John, and Ervin Go. Thanks, guys.
And the show is also looking for advertisers, so if you'd like to advertise with us, all you have to do is contact HDDios at Cosplay.ph. Again, this is Pablo Byron
and Guy Singson
and special guest Monette Salas. Until next week, good night and keep cosplaying. Goodbye!